Race number 6 preview now, and this race is a 1200 metre Class 4. Compassion Super has the crossover noseband on for the first time. Flying on the Turf is a 3-time course and distance winner. Exuberant beaten favourite last time. Wood on Fire is a 6-time course and distance winner. Little Fairy has his first start. He's had 6 trials and one of them was at Happy Valley. Happy Trio's a last start winner, gets an extra £5 for that. Jazz with Dragon has the blinkers on. In Flaming Eagle, Tom pacifies with the cowls off, the visor added for the first time.
Again, there might not be a lot of pace in this race. Compassion Super, there's an option there for them to certainly lead with him. Crossover noseband goes on. Flying on the Turf normally races handy. They try and push forward, Paul, on Star Ascension to avoid a wide trip, maybe?
Yeah, he's drawn barrier 11, isn't he? So we'll see where he ends up from that draw. Jazz with Dragon's got blinkers on for the first time. Flaming Eagle will get back. Little Fairy, who's the debut runner, hasn't shown much really.
Well, he's back. Harry Bentley. He was here for race number 5. He's here again for race number 6. This time he rides Happy Trio.
Harry, Happy Trio was a winner for you last time out. You've got a decent enough little book of rides on Wednesday night. He's one of them. Let's go back to the start with him. Talk me through his starts, because he's a bit awkward away, isn't he, this fellow?
He can be. He has a tendency to be that little bit awkward away. And last time I was drawn 4, which on paper looked great, but it just so happened that the horses on the inside of me were sort of going the same pace, and it was unfortunate, but I was stuck 3 wide throughout. So hopefully that won't be the case on Wednesday.
But then come to the business end of the race, obviously having been flushed out that bit wider, he did well to battle on, didn't he?
He did. He's an extremely tough horse, and kudos to the horse. He's really stuck his head down, and from a hard trip, he did very well to win.
He's got stall 4 again, so I'm guessing going into the race, you and Douglas will be hoping that he probably does get away that bit slicker and just finds himself in that better spot.
Yeah, I mean, he's quite a straightforward horse to ride, so I imagine the plan will be just to sit somewhere behind the pace and get that one-off position.
Given what happened last time, the nature of Happy Valley racing, obviously very competitive, he's got an extra £5 to carry now. I guess he does have to step up to another level slightly with him, but do you think he's a horse that's in the right sort of vein of form to be able to do that on Wednesday?
He does. I mean, the way he did things last time, and considering the trip he had, I think the extra £5 shouldn't be too much of a hindrance. You know, obviously he's going to have to put his best foot forward, but I'd expect him to be thereabouts.
He was second on the A course, I think, back in early March as well, so certainly the nature of the track should play to his strengths a little bit as well.
Yeah, clearly he goes around this A track well, so that's another tick in the box.
Some of the opposition to Happy Trio, Tom, include Flying on the Turf. Now, he's in good form, but the big weight just pulled him up a touch last time. Where's he at this week?
Yeah, I've got him in, but not on top. I thought he pretty much had every chance here in this race. So we've seen Victory Scholars come out of this and win, but he never really sort of looked like he's going to pick up at all, Paul. He just sort of, well, he didn't even hold his ground, really. You can't really say that either.
Yeah, you see Zach Burdon look down there halfway down the straight as well, so I don't know if there was he thought there might have been a slight issue there with him, but his form leading into it was really good. I'm like you, Tom, I've got him on one line.
He's had a very quiet trial since has Flying on the Turf. Exuberant, Paul, even though favourite and beaten last time, he did appreciate the drop back in trip.
He did, didn't he? And I thought it was a really good run from him here. Hugh Bowman aboard now. He's won off this rating in the past as well. So, look, if he can reproduce this, which I think he can, I think he can win this race.
Definitely a better showing from him last time out. And prior to this last start, he had come out and won a barrier trial. So, look, it's just a one-time winner, not prolific for one from 21, but needs to go on that last run and the trial.
It's hard to knock this old boy's form. Tom, Wood on Fire, he's a 7-year-old, start number 55, but his last 2 have been really good.
They have been. He's been able to win and place second behind One for All last time out, so I think he gets every chance, especially from the draw here, a 6-time course and distance winner. He had medical treatment prior to a vet re-examination the day after this last start effort, so not really sure what that entailed, but he's going to get every chance.
Yeah, that just put me off a little bit because he's an older horse now, and can he put 3 good ones together? He's put 2 good ones together, and he'll get his opportunity from barrier 1, but he was right on the cusp for me.
All right, so he's not in, but who is?
I'm going to go with Exuberant on top here. We saw that replay there, and look, he's won off this rating before, and it was a good second. Happy Trio was a tough win, so he goes in there for second. Flying on the Turf, we'll see if he can bounce back. He did put 3 together earlier in the season. And our Class Act just had 1 start for the new stable and did catch the eye, finishing off nicely there for 5th. So he goes in on a minor line as well. 4, 8, 2 and 12.
Go with Exuberant as well, even though he's not a prolific horse to catch. Hugh Bowman, Danny should get a nice run through from Barry at number 6. Wood on Fire in, he's drawn nicely, flying on the turf. And I'll throw in Flaming Eagle at a big price. Was on a good to yielding track behind Sompak Fu last time out. Didn't look overly comfortable in it. Visor goes on for Pierre Ng and Vincent Ho, who takes the ride. So 4, 6, 2 and 11.
One of the horses we saw in the interview with Harry, a Emeritus Spexo, has come up the early favourite for the running of race number 6.